Thank you very much for the interview today for the British Free Press. Regarding the statements from Muslim extremists, what are your views on that?
Well, I'm absolutely horrified. I went into the shop this morning, got this paper, again, this madman, Chowdhury, saying Lee Rigby will burn in hell, but his murderer, Michael, is a nice man. Followed up by, I don't feel sorry for Lee, his killers are martyrs. Well, for a start, they're no martyrs because they're not dead, unfortunately. they're living the life of Riley in one of our prisons. But in this country we're supposed to have hate laws that cover things like this. Now last week Britain first went to make a citizen's arrest on Mr Chowdhury, and immediately the police swooped in and put him and his whole family under protective custody. It's absolutely ludicrous, and yet he's still spouting this nonsense out. Look, people need to understand what Islam's about. Now let me be clear on this. There is millions of very nice and decent Muslims. There is no nice and decent Islam. And if you remember right, Nick Griffin from the BNP was actually tried twice for saying such a thing. Just for saying that Islam was a bad religion. He was took to court twice, found not guilty by his peers, thank goodness. But the law was actually changed so he could be tried twice. But yet we have this lunatic, Anjam Chowdhury, this preacher of hate, this man who's radicalising people like the murderers who killed young Lee, going free, nothing done about him. This is absolutely outrageous. And we call upon the police to arrest this man, or we will track him down and we will make a citizen's arrest on him. It's not good enough. This is hate preaching of its worst kind. But a lot of people, our website and blog, our website's actually down at the moment because it's been subject to a DOS attack by the far left. But our Facebook has a viewing figures of over 1 million a day, weekly reach of approaching 15, 16 million now. So the message is getting out. But I'm alarmed at the amount of British people who don't really know what Islam's about. They say, well, I've spoke to Muslims and they say, oh, this is all rubbish and we're very peaceful. Let's judge things by what we see, not what we hear. But remember, the Muslims have a doctrine. Islam has a doctrine called taqiyya. Remember that word, taqiyya. And it is the Islamic doctrine of deceit to defend and promote Islam. This is not Christianity where you're supposed to tell the truth and be a nice guy. This is the doctrine of deceit woven into that religion. So that should give you an indication what that religion is about. Some people have called taqiyya one of the principal tools of stealth jihad. This is how they sneak up on us. This is how they are allowed to lie to us. In fact, it's classed as a virtue to lie to us, Christians, Westerners, in order to promote Islam. And people call it a stealth jihad. So people, wake up for goodness sake. Wake up. In 20 years' time, there will be over 20 million Muslims in England under 40 years of age. Do you honestly think you're going to live in the same country, be afforded the same protection, laws, freedoms, liberty? And to the women out there, have you any idea what your life would be like under an Islamic state? Please, folk, wake up. Yes, there's nice Muslims. I know many. I go to a curry shop 2 or 3 times a week. It's a brilliant guy. But there's no nice Islam. And people need to get through their heads that we need to wake up in the West, especially in England, and wake up to what's all around us. And we call upon the police, the authorities today, to arrest Anjam Chowdhury. Arrest him for hate speech, for hate crimes, and have that man duly processed through the courts of this country, and send a message out to other hate preachers that this will not be tolerated in Britain. Thank you.
Thank you very much.